Hey everyone, welcome to the second half of section 9.1 where we talk about vectors. Vectors are the same thing as parametric functions, except they're written a little bit differently. A vector is a quantity that has both direction and magnitude. For example, velocity is a vector because it's got positive and negative to tell you the direction. Speed isn't, it's just positive, it tells you how fast it's going. And it looks like a line, so those of you that have taken physics have seen this before. Nothing too extreme important here. If v is a vector in a plane with the point 0, 0 and the terminal point 0, y, we write a vector with these little triangle-looking brackets. So that's how you know it's a vector. It's a parametric function because it's got an x component and it's got a y component with respect to time. For a particle moving along a smooth curve on a plane at any time t, so if your position is x and y, your velocity is x prime and y prime. It's the derivative. Your acceleration is x double prime and y double prime. That makes sense. But we need speed. Well, speed is the total culmination of both the x's and the y's. So I'm going to do a Pythagorean theorem. Speed is equal to the square root of the velocity x squared and the velocity y squared. What about total distance? I take the speed and I integrate it from a to b. So those are the formulas you need to know for parametric or for vectors. So let's start off with this. A particle moves along a plane that has position 3 cosine t, 3 sine t. Find velocity. Really easy. Derivative of 3 cosine t is negative 3 sine t. Comma, derivative of 3 sine t is 3 cosine t. That's your velocity vector. Just that easy. B, what's the speed at t equals 4? Well, remember, speed is equal to the square root of x prime, which we said was negative 3 sine 4 squared, plus y prime, which was 3 cosine 4 squared. And that's a calculator problem, but I'll tell you the answer is 3. So the speed at 4 is 3. What about the total distance traveled between 0 and pi over 4? Well, that's the integral of speed. So it's 0 pi over 4, square root of, we said it was negative 3 sine of x squared plus 3 cosine of x, quantity squared dx. Again, a calculator problem, but I'll tell you the answer is 2.356. Okay? So those are the only two big formulas, speed and total distance traveled. What's the acceleration vector? Well, it's just the second derivative. So it's going to be negative 3 cosine, in this case t is 4, and negative 3 sine t is 4. And that's it. Whatever that vector is, because acceleration is still a vector. And that does it for vectors. Vectors are just another way to think of parametric functions. So you can work with them like that. Okay, thanks.